I don't know if you can see me properly, but it's currently 3 in the morning and I've been going absolutely crazy. The past 3 days just been going like I've just been zooming. So things like this is possible, and having background images, as well as doing a rehaul to the rules, kind of how they look and whatever. So now you will also see like a bar that follows you as you're scrolling down, just so you never lose that kind of save draft and publish. I also changed the rules so it's easier to add more and delete, and made the inputs and everything kind of smaller so that it doesn't take as much screen real estate. Like the and or badges are less harsh on the eyes. I also built support for deleting these rules as well as triggers, and I built a page where we can configure segments. So for example, this is the segment for anonymous visitors, which we can change. And this is the one for already known visitors. So if you've been to one of these pages, you will be a part of this segment. So yeah, as you can tell, I've been going kind of crazy with the code, and I've been really wanting to get these first customers on. Now it's Tuesday. I'm hoping by Thursday, we already have a customer using it in production. There's a few things I need to get done whenever I wake up. On Wednesday, I really hope that I can get the platform deployed. And once we have that Thursday, hopefully we can have our first customer onboarded. Okay, so I just loaded up the page again, and I want to show you if the ad pops up, if you click one, it takes you to this one. If I type in the email and I fill out the information, click submit, and now it went through. If I go back to the site, we've now ended the campaign. And in our Klaviyo, we now have this person registered. And if I click lists and segments, you can see that we've put them inside of a list. So time to close the PC and head to bed, because I need some sleep. Oh, good morning.
So Benja, we have our first official customers.
Really?
Yes. Nice.
Skål.
It's gonna be sick. Skål.
I'm nothing in my cup, but oh, that's super sick. That's super sick. So, like, what did they say?
What state is it right now? Where we are, where we want to go, all these things, and well, since we're managing their accounts in general, we can just onboard everything ASAP. Yeah, exactly. But they were very enthusiastic in general by.
We literally just had our first sign up. The thing has been out for roughly like 5 minutes, if not 10, and it's there. It's like they literally signed up with Poppy, and that's so sick. Because now we have data rolling in, and I'm looking at the logs and making sure that everything runs smoothly. And so far, we only really support Klaviyo, but big majority also have some customers that don't use Klaviyo. And today we had one of their customers really trying to rush getting on, and they're using Mailchimp, and we didn't support that. So we told them, like, you have to wait a bit. And yeah, an hour later, I got the whole Mailchimp integration done, and I've just tested it now, and everything works end to end, which means that we also tomorrow can onboard them. That's our second customer in 2 days since launch. And so far, all of the onboarding and stuff is manual, so we have to do it ourselves, which is kind of a bummer. It's not the best way to scale, but now in the beginning, it's totally fine to do these sort of like manual steps. But of course, in the long term, we want to make this as seamless as possible so that they can click and onboard themselves, and we have traffic-based billing, so we don't even have to bill them. So those are all goals that we want to hit within the next couple of 2 to 3 months. But so far, amazing. I'm going to show you as well real quick. Okay, so right here we now have a Mailchimp integration as well, and we can configure this and select a list and source the same way we can do with Klaviyo. You might remember seeing this. It's kind of the same thing. And so now whenever we submit the form, it currently sends data to Klaviyo and Mailchimp, but you probably wouldn't want to use both. Like, you can say, I want to customize from the default. I want to set like another list, but in this case, we only have one list, but there's also these extra properties that we can capture. Same thing with Klaviyo. Here we have multiple lists, like say I want to do this one and I want to add more properties, or just reset back to default. So yeah, there we go. We have Klaviyo support, we have Mailchimp support, and now it's just, kind of refining the platform, making the designer much nicer, and making it easier for customers to onboard, so we don't have to do a lot of heavy lifting to get more people on. Like, we just want to run ads and get people on. They can find the platform themselves and make the pop-ups themselves from a big template library, etc. But all of those things are going to come with time. And another thing I really want to build, we're already capturing all these data points, like they viewed this step and they clicked that button, they did this, they did that, like the whole funnel. That is coming as well. And in the dashboard, if you click into the campaign that you're currently running, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show statistics on how it's performing, how many people saw the campaign, how many people saw the step, how many people progressed through, how many people went off, like they left the whole campaign, etc. All right, so it's currently midnight and I've been working on adding analytics to the campaigns. We're already tracking a bunch of data, but we don't have a way to view that data in the UI, and that's what I've been doing. So there's more data, but we're showing you the reach emails captured and email capture rate. And surprisingly, after running this campaign for one day, we have a close to 13% capture rate, which is actually incredible. And by clicking on click-through rates, we can see all of the buttons inside of this variant. So this is how our competitor was doing it, and I'm not sure if it's the best way to do it. It's super confusing to me, but maybe a marketer, appreciates this more than me. Now we have some stats that we can look at, and we're gonna iterate and improve this over time. It's not the final kind of, analytical dashboard, but we need something in place just so we have some data that they can look at and, make some changes, etc. But there's a lot of work, and this week we're getting on customers. We have one on so far. We're gonna get maybe one or two more this week. That's really exciting. And they get 1 week free trial, and then they're paying 100 euros for 2 months, and then they're going up to normal pricing after that. Just so we have some case studies and people that can try out the product and use it. And these are existing customers of Bink and Jordy. So yeah, no, it's super exciting. It's really starting to move. It's Q4. So we just got to keep the pace. This is really a good time to be shipping a product like this, especially with the targeting that it has. You can hyper target your audience and the people that go to your page and show them specific pop-ups depending on which platform they're coming from. I really don't know of another platform that has that level of advanced targeting, kind of like Facebook has.
Done with bullshit. At this point, I'm merely amused. 22, checking in.
Yeah, I really think so, because the call went so well. It was super.
The only concern I have now is that the servers can upkeep the traffic that we have, and multiple servers depending on the traffic. So for example, for Q4, why do a lot of servers go down during Q4? It's because they're not prepared for a huge spike of traffic that happens like this, so the server just go like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, yeah, I understand.
So this is so there's all these preparations to do, especially for now, a season of massive traffic. Set up the servers in such a way where it's all scalable. If there's more traffic or a huge spike of traffic, the servers can handle it by automatically scaling.
So it's good to realize where we set it up, unless we have a director there, or we do board meetings in a specific place, company will be taxable where you live if you're the director of your own company.
Well, what happens when there's multiple shareholders that live in different countries? Yeah.
Very good question. So there's a couple of things which they can do, a couple of methods. So sometimes, let's say you would all do this is again a more difficult question for the tax authorities, but let's say you would do the board meetings online.